Hello everyone, I'm Carla from Antichrist Metal Zine and I'm here with Jarkko, bass player of Korpiklaani. Jarkko, how is everything going?
Oh, hello. Everything is going mighty fine. Well, considering all the circumstances at least.
Yeah. Well, you released a new album entitled as Jylha. First of all, congrats for this new release. It is translated as rugged. And listening to the album, I noticed that it is a bit more heavier than the previous album, Kulkia. So how do you comment on this?
Well, it is heavier. Uh, I mean, we have always like every one of our albums has been a bit different than the previous one. I think it's like kind of a natural thing to just change a bit for like band changes. What do you do? And anyway, but I mean every album has been different than the previous one, and the previous one that we did, Kulkia, was, in my opinion, our lightest album ever, the most pop album that we have done. So it was not planned this way, but like from our lightest album we went to our heaviest album. So you are right, it is heavier.
Yeah. So what's the story behind Jylha?
You mean the album name? What story behind what?
I mean the concept. What is the story behind the album? What is it about?
The album it's not a concept album in any kind. It is not about anything particular. The thing is that lyrically we are a bit different now than what we have been, or what people have gotten used to, because there's a bit more. Well, actually, there's less traditional folklore and more actual murder cases, for example. For some reason, our lyricist was writing different kind of material at the time when we needed the lyrics, and they were nice lyrics, so we decided to use them. So there's a sort of theme of murder on the album, if you think of it that way. But that was not really meant to be a concept album.
Before Jylha, you released the EP called Niemi, which basically contains 4 songs which are also on Jylha. These songs were also released as videos, and a few days ago you have released a new video for Tuleton. So do you have in mind making more videos?
Actually, we thought that no, but because we've already released 5 videos, as you said, and that's quite a big number for today. And they are, as you have probably seen, they are not like anything like lyric videos or anything, but they're actual videos with proper actors and all that. So we spend an awful lot of money on those already, so I'm not sure if we can afford any more. But we did so many because we felt that since there hasn't been any live shows or only a handful of shows in the last year, we thought that this way we'd actually like give something visual for the fans to see as well. But we decided that 5 is enough already, but then we started to talk only like 2 days ago that maybe, just maybe, we will make one more, which will be very interesting because that would actually be for a song that is not on the album.
Yeah, I see. Well, yeah, since you cannot tour yet, so I think releasing videos is a way to promote the album.
Yeah, but the thing is that the videos are like something where we spend money, and tours would be something where we earn money. So we can't really continue this much longer because we are poor people.
Yeah, so did the pandemic also affected, I don't know, the album recordings or releasing it, something was late?
No, actually not, because like we did everything, like the recordings and like everything was in the schedule. Like we had, the studio was booked for early, like the spring last year, and we had the songs, we had everything ready, but then everything, like all the shows and everything, was cancelled. So we had just more time. So because of this, we managed to do a proper pre-production period for the album with the we meticulously went through all the guitars, drums, bass, all that. So once we actually got to the studio, we were the best prepared than what we have ever been. And I think that is also one of the reasons why the album sort of came out so a bit more interesting. I mean, like there's a lot more tiny little things going on the album because we had plenty more time to actually do that. But the schedule-wise or anything, COVID had no effect.
I see. But are you positive that this year you will start touring again, probably from the fall?
I don't know. I don't. I mean, I seriously, I don't even want to be positive anymore because you just get disappointed.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like we had album release shows booked in Finland for last weekend, but of course we knew that like 99.99% certainty they were not going to happen, and they did. They were postponed till September, and then we have some other stuff booked for September, and we have some shows, like festival shows, booked for the summer, and summer is still 5 months away, but well, impossible to say what will happen. We have been, for the whole year, we have been planning things, booking shows, booking festivals, all that, because that's what we do. We have to keep on trying. Everything gets cancelled, but we keep on trying because there will be a moment when things are not cancelled, and then it's good to have something booked for that time.
Yeah, unfortunately there were some festivals as well which were postponed from 2020, and maybe this year something would happen, but they were cancelled for next year. And as well, some bands confirmed some tours starting from the fall, and nothing is sure yet. So I'm also not so sure that I will see some gigs this year as well.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe not.
Yeah, but
at least not in the near few months. There's nothing's gonna happen.
Exactly. What's your opinion about online live streaming shows? Are they good or not?
I don't know. Like when we did one last year, and I was surprised actually how like nice it was. I mean, even without the actual audience, it was actually it felt like a proper show. We had fun, and we felt like we were performing to some audience, even though there was like 15 people in the hall or something like that. So I was surprised at how okay that was to do, but I'm not sure if people are that interested in seeing those because there's plenty of stuff available on YouTube, and I think for us it was just mostly like waste of money again to do that. Like we wanted to do a proper show. We didn't want to do anything half-assed show, so we actually invested some money into a proper crew, proper recording, proper film crew, proper stage, proper pyro and everything, and then 20 people saw it, so, or something.
Yeah, these things with live streaming, it's a bit with ups and downs.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay, but it's not a live show.
Yeah, well, some bands are doing this at the moment.
Yeah, I know. We did one, but I'm not sure if we are going to do any more. I don't know.
It's more than a decade since you are signed with Nuclear Blast Records. How is the relationship and working with them for so many years now?
It's been like a standard marriage. It has had its ups and downs. No, I mean, like if we signed with them for 4 albums, and then we signed with them again. So I guess that tells you something, that it hasn't all been just it hasn't all been bad. But of course, when you're working with someone, you always find something to complain about. And now things have been a bit difficult because of the changes in the ownership and people being fired. People who worked with us on the label, they have been fired or they have left the company for other reasons. So it's been a bit more complicated now recently, but it's all fine.
Since you released one of your known songs, Vodka, who caught the attention of many, you also decided to launch your own Korpiklaani vodka, spruce flavored. When this idea came up to you, and what was the response from the fans about it?
Well, we did beer first. The local brewery here wanted to make a beer with us, which we did. And then that brewery a bit later also started distilling hard liquor. So, the beer contract just naturally led to a vodka deal. And the guy in the brewery who was distilling alcohol was also our fan. So he was quite happy to create something forest tasting alcohol for us. It was an interesting thing to do because we had this we had the tasting session. 2 or 3 of us always went to meet this guy, and he had a bag full of different flavored vodkas. Basically, the flavor was the same, but the amount of flavor was varying. So we were just sitting there and drinking different kinds of vodkas and trying to figure out which one is the most perfect of them. They were nice occasions because we got drunk while working.
That's good, but maybe you are.
I mean, you asked also about the response. I mean,
yes.
The response. That's the problem, that it's mostly available only in Finland, and it's like shit expensive. I think in European Union you can order that, but it's even more expensive when you order it. But the problem is the price. It is like the craft vodka, so it's understandable that it's not the cheapest one, but it's quite pricey. But those who have actually bought it or tasted it have said that it's quite many, if not all, have said that it's the best vodka that they have ever had. Because it is a really good. It is really smooth. It is really nice.
But if the fans from the US, for example, would like to order, have you thought about, I don't know, releasing the vodka in the US as well?
That is not our thing. That is about the distillery. They have to do that. It makes no sense for us to start working as a vodka exporter as well. It would be nice to have it distributed all around the world, but it is difficult, and it is getting it. Like once it gets to USA, it will be even more expensive.
Yeah, usually sending something to the US, across the ocean, it's too expensive. Sometimes even in Europe,
yes.
The shipping prices are too much.
Yes, but then again, in Finland, alcohol is so expensive because of the taxes. So at least you would save the taxes. So because if you order it from some other country, it would be tax-free from the alcohol tax. anyway, I don't know how it will work, but
yeah. And a last thing I want to talk about is the other band you are involved with, Coronary, which you are going to release the debut album called Sim Band. Is that right?
Yes, that'll be out in a week or something like that. Yeah.
So, what can you tell me about this band? How was to record the album? Was it a bit difficult for you to share the time with both Korpiklaani and Coronary?
Well, the band is some old farts getting together to play the music of our youth, basically. I mean, I'm 47 and I'm the youngest in the band, so it is old people, but we shared that they were like a group of friends and friends of friends who just enjoyed or had the same idea of what we should be doing, and we got together, we started writing songs, and suddenly like everything started to, especially once we found the singer Olli Kärki, everything started to suddenly feel like surprisingly good. Like we were like, oh, damn it, these songs are good and we sound good, so we had to do something. We did a demo, a 3-track demo. We were awfully like happy with it. God damn it, this is good stuff. Like the stuff that we would listen to ourselves. So and we just continued from there, and the actual album recordings were a bit weird because we did that in I don't know how many different parts. Like that was at least 3 different studios. Bass I recorded at home and all that, so it was a bit complicated. And then again, the mixing was problematic because we were missing some tracks originally and all that crap. But we managed to do that, and then result is quite good actually. And with like Korpiklaani, everything what Korpiklaani does is like planned 1 year ahead or something. So Korpiklaani is doing a lot. Coronary isn't doing that much, so it is quite easy to squeeze everything that Coronary does to the. It is quite easy to put them together because, as I said, Korpiklaani schedules are known so far ahead that Coronary just fills the gap.
I see, but since nothing is sure, as we spoke about tours, maybe, I don't know, you will start working on the next Korpiklaani album, probably. Maybe it's too early to think about this since you just already.
It is a bit too early right now, but we'll see. And I'm sure that I'm fairly sure that we start shows before the next album anyway.
Yeah, let's hope for it.
Yeah, true.
Well, thanks a lot for your time having this interview. It was really my pleasure.
No worries.
And yeah, hope to catch you one day on the road.
Yeah, hopefully we get out anytime, sometime soon. I mean.
We all hope so. Well, thank you and hope to talk to you soon again.
Yeah, we'll talk later. Someday. Okay,
sure.
You have a nice evening.
Thank you.
Yeah.